I always want to do one. I always want to have illegal therapy with you, Daddy.
What else did I have queued for this?
Jesus Christ. Daniel,
I wanted to get rid of my queue. There's only one.
question for ya.
What?
We were talking about in the car on the way to the lift about how I find you one of the most authentic people I know. Like, because Jarrell came over last night, and then it was just me and Shriek, and then Jarrell was there, and he's like, I don't know if you guys, because you guys didn't know Zeno when he was younger, talking about you, he was like, something about Zeno now is just like so much more confidence, so much like happier in life. But maybe because I didn't meet you when you were younger, and I only met you recently, I think I was telling him, this sounds super gay, I was saying what attracted me to you was that, like, the first time we met, it seemed like you're extremely fucking secure in yourself. Why is that, Daniel? Why are you so
Standing on business. I don't know.
Fuck off.
No, I don't know. When I was younger, I even said it on the podcast. I was insecure as fuck and very disappointed with a lot of things.
What were you disappointed in?
Just like my lack of drive with a lot of things. And I don't want to say like I was driven. It's just like I wasn't in shape. I was overweight. And I was just like, I know I'm better than this. So
Yeah.
I think I made a huge change in my life regarding that aspect. Like, whereas I was like, I'm just gonna go start lifting and just see what happens, and taking better care of my physical health, and as well my mental health, which comes from that, which is crazy. I don't think they're correlated, but they for sure are. I'd like to say.
So
But,
when I met you like 8 months ago, did you already built up enough like
Oh
self-security?
yeah, for sure, yeah.
Because I wouldn't have liked you if you didn't know.
No, but I genuinely think it was like I was very insecure to the point where, like, it's such a bad analogy, but so like if you look at Germany in history.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No, they were so.
I don't make cuts.
No, they were.
I don't make cuts of this.
I'm saying they were extremely right-wing fascist.
Okay. I don't make cuts. I'm just gonna let you know.
That's fine.
You
No, I'm
cancel
not
yourself.
making anything mess. I'm not saying anything
Okay.
Usually, when there's so much of an extreme of one thing, there's an extreme of the other side to get away from that.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah, I should buy the
after
background.
Nazi Germany, which was extreme right-wing fascism,
Yeah.
there was extreme left-wing not communism in Germany. I mean, part of Germany there was, because it was part of the Soviet. But my point is, like, when you have an extreme of one aspect, if you switch it, it'll probably become an extreme of the other, and then you find the middle ground. So I think I was so extremely insecure of a lot of things.
Like, what did that look like when you were insecure? Because I've never met you like that. I know Daniel Zen as Zeno, the guy who fucking first time we met, you bring me into your fucking car, and then you play me your own rap music for 30 minutes. I don't give a fuck what I think of it. You're just like, hey, have you heard Zeno? I'm like, no. Play it. That's me. 30 minutes later.
I think it was kind of like, I just don't really, like, don't care, because I care a lot about a lot of things. I overthink shit still. But, like, I genuinely think it's like, there was so much insecurity within me that it became so much security, and then I found the middle ground. You know what I mean? And now it's like, if somebody really doesn't like me, what is that to them? Like, we were in the gym a couple weeks ago, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go fucking talk to this guy. And I was like, dog, like, who fucking cares? Who cares if you go talk to, like, the guy doesn't like you? Let you live in his head rent-free for not liking you, because that's more powerful than going up to them and making some sort of issue. Because what does that say about yourself? That you're insecure about yourself, that they don't like you. But who cares about what other people think about you? If it's your friend that doesn't like you, that's not your friend anymore. Your friend should look out for you if they don't like something going on with your life. I think it's totally fair for one of your good friends to say, like, hey man, look at this. Like, you gotta consider this, whatever. But you really need to realize, like, what other people think should not have a full effect onto your life, unless if it's extreme. You know what I mean? Like, if you're addicted to heroin and your friends think it's bad. Like, but if they're like, oh, this guy's making, like with you when you started making videos. If somebody was like, oh, this guy's a fucking idiot, he's making videos. Who cares?
That was everybody I knew.
Who cares? You're doing something you enjoy.
Yeah. I think you just have to enjoy the thing. Yeah?
I make music for fun. I used to fucking...
Zeno, link in bio.
I used to be extremely like, oh, this stuff sucks, but I was like, who fucking cares?
When you were super insecure back in your day, what did it look like? Like, what were you like? besides fat as fuck?
Just no confidence. I would like no confidence. That's the first thing. And then I kind of embraced the things that made me insecure, not to make myself securable, but make jokes about it to hide the insecurity.
Like, give me an example.
Oh, like just like make fat jokes about myself or put myself down to hide my insecurities. Like it was very situational.
Did people like you because of that?
I think it made me think people would like me more, but in reality, my friends always liked me. At least I hope. Like,
did you lose?
I met Jarrell when I was extremely insecure about myself, and
really?
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
And like he's one of my best friends, and like totally, he didn't give a shit. He was still friends with me then. I changed. He hasn't changed anyway. You know what I mean?
One thing I actually love about Jarrell is like he comes off first time as like that like douchey football dude who's like, you know, a cocky motherfucker. But he's probably like the only person who I met with those like accolades in life who's like super. He's like super real. He's super.
Oh, he's one of the realest guys I know.
Because I met so many people with his like they say the same thing, they act the same way, but like you can tell those guys are extremely like insecure and stuff. Dude, like Jarrell's like willing to like listen to me bullshit about the fucking like therapy shit for like 30 minutes. It's so.
What opened my eyes with Jarrell is after, like, I hate to admit it, like when I was in my relationship, there was never like, oh, you can't see your friends, whatever, but I was always with my ex-girlfriend.
Would never
like,
be me, brother.
And like I'd see my friends, but it was nowhere close to as often as I should have because I was just always with her. And it was like I said, it was not like, oh, you can't see your friends, you have to hang out with me. It's just like I didn't make plans with my friends. I didn't prioritize them. It was fully my fault. When we broke up, I called Jarrell and I was like, I actually called my boy Tristan first because it was late at night, and I called T and I told him, and like he stayed on the phone with me for hours. Like, and it was probably 2 a.m. And
11:11, make a wish. Sorry, keep going.
And then I called Jarrell the next day because it was so late when I got off the phone with T. And I was like, dog, like this happened, and he was like, what? And I hadn't seen Jarrell in a couple months, which is crazy to think of because I see him like weekly, multiple times a week. So he's like, come over. He didn't have a car that night. His sister was in their car. But he's like, come over, pick me up. I'm sorry you have to drive. So I go and I grab him. And like this guy just talked to me and listened for hours. And like that's like the point of my life where I was like, this is a friend that you can never let go of. Like somebody that has the realness in them to listen and the ability to listen to your issues, even though you've barely seen the person over months, because like they have that love for you. And like, I don't know, I think part of security is finding yourself a group of friends. Back to security. Is finding yourself a group of friends that appreciate you for who you are, that you could realize will not judge you for your insecurities. Because insecurities, everyone has them. You could say I'm so secure. I still even have things that I could be insecure about from time to time. Everyone does. And I think if you deny the fact that you're 100% secure, you're almost insecure. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you gotta be secure with your insecurities.
Yeah, as weird as that sounds, like think about, oh, I have no insecurities, I'm just this Giga Chad fucking alpha male, whatever.
Giga Chad is
everything
insecure.
is perfect in my life. No, not everything's perfect. If I told you you look whatever, you'd be like, yeah, fuck you, I'm perfect. No, you're probably so angry at the fact I said that this isn't perfect because you're insecure about it.
Okay, so how do you find that group? What do you like? How do you know who to like trust?
That's a question.
I guess you just like ask, like, why are they saying things to you? Like, do they put you down? Are they really there for your best interest? Because I've had friends where like, same thing, right? Like they.
As much as you want your friends to be non-transactional, I think everything in life is nearly transactional.
Yeah.
But you don't want a friendship based off of transaction.
Fair.
You don't want a friendship based off of, oh, I'm nice to him, so he's going to be nice to me. It shouldn't be like that. You should have the intrinsic value of wanting a friendship, but there will be transactional parts where if you are there for your friend, you shouldn't expect your friend to be there for you back, but your friend should be there for you, or something like that during a hard time.
What about okay, so you get a group of friends, stuff like, how do you be secure with yourself by yourself?
It just takes work with accepting. I mean, don't accept what you are, because I don't think settling is ever good. Like,
Really? Well, okay, maybe settling is not
Settling
good, but I think
on
you should accept where you are.
No, I think, but don't say
Don't be
like, this is
delusional.
how I am. I'm never gonna change anything. It should be, this is how I am.
Okay, well, how do you know what to change? So, for example, a big topic.
Find a goal. Find
Yeah,
a
sure,
goal.
sure.
Find something you're insecure about, and think, how am I gonna change this? You always say journal. Journal about what you want to change. Journal about what you want to improve on. Whatever. You don't even need to change. Just
Danny, why do you
improve on
always take what I say and use it against me? It's supposed to be for me to feel good about
Because
my
I agree with
ego.
it. I agree with
I'm
it.
kidding.
If you,
I'm kidding.
If
Daniel
you
pushes me really well.
Okay, so for example, like mine was, I wanted to get in better shape.
But look at you now, bulky boy.
I love it because it's like part of the process is to get bigger. You have to eat, you have to go on a bulk. I mean, like, you could just be some insane genetic masterpiece, but like realistically you're gonna have to increase your intake and put on some weight, and then you can cut down when you want.
Okay.
But I mean, I was scared of bulking my first time. I was like, I'm gonna get fat again.
How do you know when you actually want to do something? For example, me and Tanner keep talking about, like, he's on this, I actually really respect it, but he's on this path to try to be like a person who never shit talks anybody, because I think he realized he used to like love drama. Like, he used to like, oh, this guy's saying this and this and this, even though he was never the butt end of the drama. He likes transferring it. So he's on this, it is kind of a running joke now that he's trying to be like extremely PC about shit and stuff. And he asked me, he was like, Dave, and it got me mad at first, which is why I think I should probably change it. But he was like, why don't you, Damien, try that? Like, why don't you try to not shit talk anybody or anything? And then I was like trying to defend it with all, like, oh, but it's like, oh, it's fun, or it's like this or that. Like, how do you know when you should actually make like a full change? Because I feel like if, like, it sounds like a good idea to have zero enemies, not shit talk anybody ever, right? Like, never use other people as the butt end of a joke. But what if, like, there's still part of me that thinks it's like kind of funny when we make fun of like econ people and shit? Like how do you
Yeah, go. Sorry,
how do you pick?
Oh, he's zooming. He whipping the Kia.
Yeah, how do you pick when you're ready to change? Like, what made you go like, it's time for me to actually change my body? And like,
I started
how do you
for the
stay
wrong
on that
reasons.
path? Okay, what was the wrong reason?
I started because it was the classic. Like, I'm gonna show these bitches what's up.
I'm gonna show these chicks what's up.
So
I've never
I was
talked
like,
to a girl
I'm
when I was
going
skinny.
to get big, and they're all gonna want me because I was so insecure about myself. And then it turned into love for the gym and love for working out and love for myself. Like,
So it's okay to start
you
with
need
that.
to have like a
pain.
good. I guess you could start with pain, but I don't like going off pain. I think you need to like really realize what the thing that is making you disappointed is, and that takes a lot of work,
Whoa.
a lot of self-reflection.
What was it for you?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I genuinely think I just realized like it's not fair to make fun of myself to make myself feel better. It never made me feel better about myself. I'll make these jokes. I remember literally using, like, saying like, oh, I could never lose weight because then I won't be, like, it was like super victim mindset. I could never lose weight because then I won't be who I am and who everyone's known me as. But it's like, why not? Why can't I not? And then like after like, so I started, then COVID happened. I didn't see anybody except for like my close friends for a year. And then people saw me, they're like, wow, you look unreal. When did you start like working? And I was like, yeah, I do look unreal.
I do look unreal. Wait,
No.
let me hit him with a. Yeah! You like this, baby? Ah! Okay, sorry.
So it's like,
It's crazy.
it's a lot of self-reflection and self-awareness of what is making you disappointed or insecure or what you want to change. And then when you find it, figure out a way that you're going to actually change what you want to. Like, it could be anything. It doesn't need to be losing weight or going to the gym or gaining weight. Like, if you're skinny and you want to get big, it doesn't need to be any of that. Just find one thing. Set your mind to it, because people, like, the mind is the most powerful and most destructive thing that everyone has.
I think it's my cock, but okay.
Shut up.
Sorry. Okay.
It's the most powerful and destructive thing everyone have. So if you could put your mind to something and actually figure out a way to get it done and just stick to it, you'll learn, I think you'll learn to love something and in turn love yourself or become better with that insecurity.
How do you
It's gonna be harder for some people as well. Don't
Yeah,
get me wrong.
yeah.
Like some people are
or
more
some things.
Yeah,
Some people are very
for sure.
secure at certain things, not secure at others. Like you're very secure talking to people. You're very open when you first meet people. You're very
Unless
good.
it's women.
Exactly. I was just about to say that. Why are you secure in everything but talking to women? Like genuinely though, you know you can have the moves.
I have no clue. I actually don't know.
Damn.
I'm drawing blanks here. Like, what am I supposed? I was just like overthink it. I think. No, I said I'm an overthinker. I think I overthink what I'm supposed to say.
But why do you think you overthink with women the most?
I don't know.
They're scary and they'll break your heart.
Yep. Yep. You said it for me.
Okay, how are you so secure with being like fucking stupid? By that I mean like what you and I think Jarrell helped me the most with is like I surrounded myself with either people who I would see them like, I don't want to say stupid, but like having fun, you know? I see them having fun and like there was something like I didn't like about it. I was like, maybe it's I didn't respect them or something. And like I was like, oh, I don't want to be like them. I want to be this super disciplined fucking Sigma grinder, self-improvement dude. But then for some reason I see like you and Jarrell having fun with your life and stuff. I'm like, dude, that's dope. And I don't
What's the
resent
point of
it.
living your life? Not having fun,
I understand
right?
that, but why are you so secure with that and not having people judge? Because I still have a part of me that goes like, I'm not talking about like clubbing or like, you know, getting blasted off coke, but even like I was telling you, I'm scared to post like YouTube videos where I'm like just hanging with the boys because it's not Sigma grind discipline, you know? But I think that's the self-improvement trap. Whoa. But yeah, how are you so cool with it? It's
I
dope.
just look at it like if somebody doesn't like the fact I'm having fun, then they're probably just jealous of the fact that I could
have fun
let
and still
loose,
be a
you know what I
disciplined
mean? Like,
person. Yeah.
well, like if you're going to be an absolute, I don't even want to say degenerate, but if you're gonna take, like I always say, like, what's the point of living life sad or whatever? But like, if you're gonna take everything with a grain of salt and just like live your life with no care, I don't think that's good either.
I think
you need to be
ooh,
able
okay, I
to
got it.
have that switch.
Yeah.
Where it's like when it's time to go to work or do this or go to school, like, especially like how old do you think your audience on this channel is?
I don't know. It's fucking 12. No, I don't know. 14, 16,
So high school,
25.
high school to university. Like when it's time to do that stuff or go to work. Like during summers in high school, I worked from grade 10 full time onwards. So it was like I was always. I had a full time job from the time I was 15 onwards or 16 or whatever that is. I can't remember. So when I don't have the opportunity to have fun, like when I'm at work, I'll get my work done. When I'm done work, I'm gonna have fun. But if I need to get serious, that's when you switch that switch. Because
Okay. Well, I noticed for you guys, it looks like you guys have fun without it compromising your soul. But I think I grew up seeing a lot of people have fun, and you can tell they're compromised. Like for example, get drunk, and the hangover is just like, oh, like they're saying things that make it sound like they're cool and stuff, or like, oh, last night was so dope. But you look at them and it's like, damn, like bro, we both shaved our pubes to go get chicks at the club, and like both of us like never even talked to a single girl there, like whatever. But seriously, I don't know. I mean
that's just like external validation.
yeah.
It's the
But I can tell like you boys like go have fun and enjoy life like to an extent that you can still be proud of yourself.
well, yeah. Imagine having no pride within yourself.
Swag.
Like anything you do, you need to be able to do it, but
Mm.
be happy that you're doing it, and not trick yourself into being happy.
Okay, we're almost there. So find a group of people that accept you for who you are, that gives you security. Do something that pushes you out of your comfort zone that you love and that you get good at, like working out or something. Change something big about yourself that brings security. Is there anything else, a last minute thing that brings a lot of security in oneself? Because I think we were talking about this in the beginning of the YouTube video we're recording today for the main channel. You guys should watch that. Is what did we say? Something about how, well, I know for me, back in my day, like what people would say would really affect, but I don't know why. But for now, it just really doesn't affect that much. So I'm
Work
trying
on
to
your self-acceptance.
self-acceptance.
Self-acceptance is
We
huge.
always say that bullshit, huh? I like it. That's true. So how do you do that? Like, how did you make? Do you remember like a moment or something you said
No,
during
I
the
don't.
time? Okay.
I wish I did. But work on your self-acceptance. Look at things that you're proud of. That would help. Don't let the one thing that's bad ruin the 5 things that are good. When there's something that's bad, yeah, you could accept the one thing that's really bad, because that's different if it's really bad. But if it's something that's so small Don't let it eat at your day.
What did old Daniel used to think of himself, and what does new Daniel think of himself now?
I mean, old Daniel used to not like himself. New Daniel's like,
I'm that motherfucker. I be
I be
standing,
standing
on
on
business. All right, there we go.
hey, that's the last thing. Stand on business.
Every single morning, wake
Stand
up
on
and
your
go.
business.
I be standing on business.
Stand on your business.
Every morning, you better wake up and go. I be standing on business.
Business.
Peace out, beautiful, sexy mother. But.